Assist landing. Assist landing.
Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yep, there's our crater. That crater usually is pretty good. Well, we've had a lot of issues so far with the game not being able to connect to the servers because it has to be connected to their servers constantly or it crashes. Start out in this area over here. Doesn't seem as rough. Assist landing.
Landing gear deployed.
Assist alternate. Try to gather some raw materials. Kind of on a hill. Move around, see if we can find a spot. We found a few. And then they kind of go away. Assist down. We do have one that's 100%, so we'll use that one. I don't think we'll be out here long. It's just dark. Sys ship. We'll launch the ship away and then we'll call it back when we need it. Look for some raw materials. Well, I appreciate you coming along. We're in a very big crater. We've done pretty well with raw materials in the past. When over half of our materials show full and we can't pick them up, then we'll call back down the ship and look at what engineer we're going to try to work with. There's some phosphorus. Germanium. And some more germanium. So it's kind of half and half, of full and not full. See, that's full, that one's full. And I was thinking there was another. Maybe only two. Well, it's a little rough. I don't think the last time we were here it was this rough, but it is what it is. Try to pull out some decent materials. I have to watch the time. In about 35 minutes I have a meeting that I have to attend. Some nickel that's not full, but they're almost full. They'll be full pretty soon. I think we only have one more that's not full, and it's phosphorus. I think everything else is full. Tell by that gray box, if there's no points on the corners, that means it's full. See where the strongest signals are. There's a stronger signal over here. But we'll collect some and then we'll say enough, and I need to start looking at the available engineers. I think everything else is full. Yep, everything else is full. Might look for some areas that are not quite as rough. Might go this direction, and hopefully it kind of calms down a little bit. But of course it's going to turn you in the opposite direction because it's an obstacle course game. It is an obstacle course game. No matter what they tell you, it's an obstacle course game. And a grind game. And there's a lot of that I don't care for. That takes away from my gameplay, and Frontier will talk about, well, they want the players to play the way they wish. No, they don't. That's all talk. They don't mean it. You're control freaks, and you're going to play the way they want you to play, or you don't play at all. That's the way it is. So those parts of the game I don't like. There's a lot of parts of this game I don't like, but there's enough, I guess, that draw me back. So that's all I can say about it. Or I'll get on a ranting binge. Bandium, that's good. Can use some of that. It says Bantium is the first time that we picked that up since we've been playing some sparkly stuff. Oh, it's probably material that was full and we can't pick it up. Okay, let's see what we got. There's some material that way. That might be a rougher area. Yeah, I haven't really decided how long we'll be here yet. Based on how much is full. I don't think we'll be here very long. But we are picking up some good stuff, good material. There's a Vandium, and I think that's about it. I mean, everything else is full. Yep. See, that would mean we wouldn't be here very long. Keep that up. And yet I have a meeting in 29 minutes, so I definitely have to be off before then. So probably about 15 minutes I'll have to end this video and take a break. I think it's funny when I get comments of, you need to get a real job. I have a real job. And it pays pretty good, but life's expensive. Doesn't pay enough, but could pay more, and I've made more in the past, and I've made less in the past also. But on-con technician is not bad because I only have to work when I get called. So that part's good. Just I don't make enough to get the kind of equipment that I'd like to have for gaming, but I have to kind of pick and choose based on cost of what I can do. I'm not really sure why those that criticize watch our videos. I don't always know why that I play this game, because I have plenty of rants about it. Could be a whole lot better. I can definitely say that. It's got a whole lot of room for improvement that Frontier doesn't seem to care about improving. But I'll tell you like it is, I'm not going to sugarcoat stuff. I'm not an apologist like a very large number of people on the forums and stuff are. I'm certainly not that. And this game has lots of flaws, and I'll tell you about them. It's up to you if you still want to play it or not. We have one that's not full. I think it's just this one. That one's full. That one's full, and there's another one around here somewhere. It's full. It's okay. Be sure to look to the lower right hand corner of the video and press that subscribe button. That'd really help us out with YouTube. YouTube requires that I have 1,000 subscribers, which is very excessive. That's a little too many, because after 10 months and 1,200 plus videos, we only have less than 200. So it would take over 5 years to get any help at all from YouTube. We have found a couple of YouTube-like sites. And if you go to our Patreon, there's a free part of it where you can just see messages. I list those other sites that we're starting to put videos onto because they give you support right from the start. So now there's some little issues that we have to work out for it to work, but over time I'm going to work on that, so at least you'll be able to see the videos we have out there currently, and there'll probably be more in the future. We'll see how it goes. But if we can get support somewhere, we'll certainly look at those, because we certainly do not get any support from YouTube. So everything's full here. See, this is what's going to cause us to wind up saying that's enough. When you hit these rocks and all of it's full. Now most of those They're what we call trash materials. They're level 1s. I mean, yes, you still need them, but they dominate. And they're plentiful. And you fill them up quickly, which we just filled up nickel, so we're going to even see more full. Vanadium is not full, so that's pretty good. And I think everything else is full. Within 10 minutes, we're probably going to end this video. And it's time to start looking at what engineer we're going to go unlock next. They're not always easy, like having to do 5 black markets, and then we have to run some missions for Sirius Corporation, and that's not too bad. You get invited to an engineer that's associated with Sirius Corporation. The SRV has no traction. I mean, we have these huge knobby tires, and you would think it has traction, but it has no traction. It's like going on ice all the time. No matter what the terrain is. Not too good. Like I said, there's lots of flaws. And underneath the video in the description, you'll see ways of donating, joining our Patreon, and finding the fleet carriers. You can add tritium to it. Underneath the video to the far left, you'll see our YouTube channel, GFM_RDG, where you'll find those over 1,200 more videos to watch. So until next time, thank you for watching. Goodbye.